Hello, my dear students. I'm thrilled to talk to you today about something incredibly important, is something that can open many doors for you in life. We're going to discuss learning English. Now, you may already know a bit of English, or maybe you're just starting out. But wherever you are in your journey, remember this: learning English is not just about mastering a new language, it's about unlocking a world of opportunities. English is one of the most significant languages in the world today. Why is that? Let me share a few reasons with you. First, English is spoken in numerous countries. You can travel to places like the United States, the United Kingdom, Australia, Canada, and even in many nations where English isn't the primary language, you'll still find people who can communicate in it. Imagine that. Wherever you go, knowing English will help you connect with others, so whether you're at the airport, in a hotel, or making new friends from different cultures. But English isn't just vital for travel. Think about the workplace today. Many companies, whether large or small, seek individuals who can speak English. Why? Because English is the language of international business. If you want to work for a company that interacts with people from various countries, or if you dream of studying abroad, English is your key. It helps you understand others and express your ideas clearly. Maybe you're aspiring to study in an English-speaking country, or you want to enroll in an online course from a distant university. English makes that possible. Many of the best courses, especially online, are offered in English. Once you grasp the language, you can learn about anything more easily, from technology to science, art to history. So much knowledge is shared in English. And let's not forget the fun part: English is also the language of entertainment. Do you enjoy watching movies? Think of all the fantastic films made in Hollywood. When you learn English, you can watch them without needing subtitles. Or perhaps you love music. Many popular songs are in English, and understanding the lyrics makes the music even more enjoyable. It's like stepping into a new level of appreciation. Even video games, books, TV shows, and social media, there's so much more to explore when you know English. So, you see, my dear students, learning English can genuinely transform your life. It helps you connect with people, understand new concepts, and enjoy the world in a fresh way. Whether you want to travel, land a great job, or simply watch your favorite TV show without subtitles, English will help you achieve all that and more. Now, let's talk about building your vocabulary. When you're just starting to learn English, the first and most important step is to focus on simple words. You might be thinking, but there are so many words in English. Where do I begin? Don't worry. The best way to start learning any language, including English, is by focusing on things that are familiar to you, with things you see, use, or talk about every day. Think about the items in your home. Every day, you use objects like a chair, a table, or a cup. These are everyday items you see all the time. Learning the English words for these things is a great way to begin. So the next time you sit at your table for breakfast, say to yourself, "This is a table." When you drink from your cup, think, "I am using a cup." As you practice this daily, you'll start to remember these words easily because they're already part of your life. The more you say them, the more they will stick in your memory. You can also learn words related to things outside your home. For example, when you step outside, think about the trees, cars, or buildings you see. Learn these words one by one, and slowly but surely, you will build a list of simple words that you use in everyday life. Every time you see these things, try to recall the English word for them. It's like creating a mental map of English words around you. Soon, you'll find that it becomes a habit to think of things in English, no matter where you are. Once you've started with objects, it's a good idea to move on to basic actions and phrases. Actions are things you do every day, like walking, eating, sleeping, or reading. Just like with objects, try to connect the action with its English word. When you walk to the store, say to yourself, "I am walking." When you sit down to eat dinner, think, "I am eating." By linking these simple actions to their English words, you'll begin to feel more comfortable using the language. Now let's talk about simple phrases. In every language, we use phrases to greet people, ask for things, and show politeness. English is no different. Start by learning common phrases like hello, how are you, or thank you. These are phrases you can use every day. When you greet someone, try saying hello instead of using your native language. When someone helps you, practice saying thank you. These phrases might seem very simple, but they are powerful because they allow you to communicate right from the start. Don't worry if you make mistakes or feel shy at first. It's all part of the learning process. Remember, learning a language is like building a house. You need to start with a strong foundation. In this case, your foundation is simple vocabulary. Every word you learn is like adding a brick to your house. It may feel slow at the beginning, but with each new word, your house will grow. Soon, you'll have enough words to start forming sentences, and then before you know it, you'll be having conversations. One more important tip: don't try to learn too many words at once. It's easy to get excited and want to memorize hundreds of words in a day, but that can be overwhelming. Instead, focus on learning a few words each day, maybe 5 or 10. Write them down, use them in sentences, and practice saying them out loud. The key is to use the words you learn so they become part of your daily language. Little by little, these words will become a natural part of how you think and speak. Another fun way to learn simple vocabulary is by using flashcards. You can write the English word on one side and a picture or the translation in your native language on the other side. This way, you can test yourself and reinforce what you've learned. Look at the cards every day and quiz yourself. This is a great way to remember new words, and you can carry the flashcards with you wherever you go. Whenever you have a few minutes, like while waiting for the bus or during a break, pull out your flashcards and review your vocabulary. You can also try learning with apps or games. There are many language learning apps that can help you practice simple words and phrases in a fun and interactive way. These apps often include pictures, sounds, and quizzes, which make learning more enjoyable. They also allow you to practice at your own pace, so you can go as slow or fast as you like. Games are another great way to learn without even realizing you're studying. Word games, crossword puzzles, or matching games can help reinforce the vocabulary you're learning. Finally, don't forget to listen and repeat. One of the best ways to learn new words is to hear them in context. Listen to simple conversations in English, whether in movies, videos, or even podcasts. When you hear a new word, repeat it out loud. You can even watch children's shows in English. These are great because they use simple language and are easy to follow. Listening to how native speakers say the words will help you with pronunciation, and repeating them will train your brain to remember them. Now, here's something very important to remember: it's okay to make mistakes. In fact, mistakes are one of the best ways to learn. Many students worry about saying the wrong thing or using incorrect grammar. But trust me, every mistake you make helps you grow. When you try to speak or write in English and make a mistake, don't get discouraged. Instead, think of it as a learning opportunity. Each time you correct a mistake, you get a little better, and the more you practice, the fewer mistakes you make. So whether you're speaking to someone or writing a sentence, don't hold back just because you might make an error. Everyone learning a new language goes through this. Even native speakers make mistakes sometimes. The important thing is to keep trying. The more you speak and write, the more confident you'll become. It's normal to feel nervous at first, but remember, no one learns without making mistakes. The key to improving is to keep going, no matter how many times you stumble. So don't be afraid to try, because every effort brings you closer to mastering the language. Another key part of learning English is practicing your listening skills. Listening to English helps you understand how the language sounds, how sentences are formed, and how native speakers express themselves. It's like tuning your ear to the rhythm of the language. One simple way to practice is by listening to English songs. Music is a fun and relaxing way to improve your English without even realizing it. You can start with songs that are slow and have clear lyrics so it's easier to follow along. Try to listen carefully to the words and even sing along if you can. This not only helps with listening but also improves your pronunciation. Another great idea is to listen to podcasts or audiobooks in English. There are many podcasts made for people learning English where they speak slowly and use simple words. You can listen while doing other things like cooking, walking, or just relaxing at home. The more you listen, the more your brain will get used to hearing English, and over time, you'll understand more and more. At first, it might feel difficult to understand everything, and that's okay. Start with short podcasts or simple songs and gradually move on to more complex material. What's important is to listen every day, even if it's just for a few minutes. This daily practice will help improve your understanding of the language. Remember, listening is just as important as speaking. The more you hear how words are used in conversations, the easier it will be for you to understand English in real-life situations. So make sure to add listening to your daily routine. One of the best ways to learn English is through reading. It helps you see how words are used in sentences and teaches you new vocabulary naturally. The more you read, the more familiar you'll become with the language. When you're just starting, it's essential to choose simple books or articles. There's no need to dive into complex novels or lengthy essays right away. Instead, opt for texts with easy words and short sentences. For instance, children's books, beginner-level readers, or simple news articles are excellent choices. As you read, pay attention to unfamiliar words. Write them down and look them up later. But don't worry if you don't understand everything immediately. That's completely normal. The goal is to practice and get comfortable with English. Reading also helps you learn grammar without even realizing it. You'll notice how sentences are structured, how different tenses are used, and how words fit together. This will improve your writing and speaking, making it easier for you to think in English. Reading can be enjoyable too. You can explore topics you love, like hobbies, sports, or places you want to visit. When you're interested in what you're reading, it's easier to stay motivated. Make a habit of reading every day, even if it's just for a few minutes. The more you read, the more your English skills will improve. It's a simple, enjoyable way to learn, and consistency is crucial. Now, let's talk about the importance of consistency. Learning a new language is like mastering a musical instrument or excelling in a sport. You need to practice every day. It doesn't have to take hours. Even a few minutes daily can make a big difference. If you practice English for just 10 minutes a day, you'll see significant improvement over time. These small daily habits will help you build confidence and skill. One day, you might read a short story. Another day listen to a podcast, or simply practice speaking to yourself or with someone else. Every little bit counts. When you're consistent, English becomes part of your daily routine, and the more you use it, the better you'll become. Think of it like watering a plant. Just a little water each day helps it grow strong and healthy. So, no matter how busy you are, try to fit in some English practice. Over time, you'll notice how much you've improved. Now, you have some great tips to help you learn English. Remember, it's a journey, and every step brings you closer to your goal. Start with simple words to build your vocabulary, practice speaking every day, listen to English songs or podcasts, and read as much as you can. Don't be afraid of making mistakes. They're a natural part of learning. Consistency is your best friend, so make English a part of your daily life. Even if it's just for a few minutes each day. With patience and effort, you'll get better and better. I believe in you. You can do it. Let's learn English together and have fun while doing it. Keep going, and soon you'll be speaking English with confidence.